I hate my body. And if I do intuitive eating, then I'm basically just accepting this body that I don't like. As a dietitian, I hear this all the time. And this is the part where I bring up Principle 8 of intuitive eating, which is to respect your body. Welcome back to our intuitive eating series where we are breaking down all 10 principles of intuitive eating. If this is your first time here and you want to watch the videos on the first 7 principles, you can find them downstairs in the description below. Diet culture has all these ways to tell us that we should always be striving for the smallest, thinnest version of ourselves. But the truth is, we have no way to know if the smallest version of ourselves is actually the healthiest version. What diet culture also gets wrong is when it says that if we all ate the same, we would all achieve the perfect healthy body. But the fact of the matter is, even if we all ate the exact same and moved our bodies in the exact same way, we would still all look totally different. Bodies are diverse. We are not all meant to look the same. And honestly, your body is not the problem. The problem is our fat-phobic culture that we live in. There are countless examples of this. I mean, it starts as young as being in school when they make us weigh ourselves in gym class, or when we're taught BMI in health class. I feel like social media is one of the most prevalent examples. Social media is always idealizing these thin bodies and bashing those in larger bodies. And I know that in my own experience, whenever I make a video about this topic, I get so many comments about how fat people are automatically so unhealthy, they shouldn't be existing. And when people in larger bodies do post on social media, they get so many negative comments, especially if they show themselves eating. I mean, if you took a video of someone who looked like me eating a cheeseburger and compared it to someone in a larger body eating a cheeseburger, the comments are going to be completely different. Another sneaky example is grocery stores. Think of all the different food items you see that have the words thin and skinny on them. Not only giving you this false belief that if you eat those foods, you will be thin, but also basically saying that if you're not thin, you're doing something wrong. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not eating the right foods if you don't have this thin body. And I know there's gonna be some people who watch this and say, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep, but it is though. We are not born hating our bodies. It is taught to us, whether it be from friends and family or the healthcare system, marketing at the grocery stores, the things we see on social media. We are trained to not like our bodies. There have likely been so many people in one way or another telling you that your body is the problem, so of course you are going to start to believe that. Most of us have gotten really good at hating our bodies. And this makes the concept of body acceptance and body respect no easy feat. Many people fear that accepting their body as it is means that they are admitting defeat. However, the opposite tends to be true. Body acceptance is not the same thing as disregarding your body. It's about treating your body with respect and appreciation, no matter what it looks like. Now, before I get into my tips on how to actually cultivate this respect for your body, I want to remind you that it's totally normal to feel unsure about this concept. It might even just feel plain wrong to stop trying to change how your body looks. You've probably been trying to change your body for so long, but this step is going to be essential for ultimately making peace with food. In the grand scheme of intuitive eating, it's going to be really, really hard to honor your hunger and fullness and know what foods are actually satisfying for you if you are always at war with your body. So without further ado, let's go into our tips on how to actually respect your body. Because even if you don't always love how your body looks or feels, you can still show it some respect. The first tip is to wear comfy clothes. This might sound kind of silly, but think about it. How can you be comfortable in your body if you are always wearing clothes that are pinching and riding up? This is one that I have been working on myself recently as I'm trying to create a wardrobe that is not only more my style, but with clothes that actually fit me and that I actually want to wear. I'm sure you guys have seen that meme of the women's jeans that are all the same size but are drastically different looking. And that just goes to show that clothing sizes don't actually mean anything. Wear the clothes that actually feel good for you, actually fit you, and don't worry about what size it is. Besides, it's unlikely that anyone is going to know what size it is anyway. Also remember that it is the job of the clothes to fit your body, not the other way around. And And you don't need to wait until you lose weight to get clothes that you enjoy. Now, a little disclaimer here, it is more difficult for those in larger bodies to find clothes that are actually going to match their style and actually fit them well, because many clothing companies do tend to cater to their thin customers. So hopefully retailers will continue to improve on this. But the point is, as able, try to find clothes that make you feel good. Tip number 2 is to ditch the scale. You had to see this one coming. Weighing yourself can make it really difficult to be present in your current body. If you are weighing yourself with the hopes that that number will go down, that is not showing respect to your body. So instead of only considering that number on the scale, try to focus on non-scale victories instead. Are you sleeping better? Are you managing your stress well? Are you eating more fruits and vegetables? Have your lab values improved? These are all health promoting factors that can improve independently of your weight. My next tip is to stop body checking. Body checking is when you quite literally check your body to see how it's changed. It often involves compulsive monitoring, scrutinizing, and tracking of your body's weight and measurements. It may seem innocent enough to look at yourself in the mirror on the sidewalk as you're walking down the street, but it very well may be standing in your way of making peace with food in your body. If you do want to learn more about body checking, I have a video right here that I'll link for you. My next tip is to stop the body bashing. You might be surprised at how often you criticize your own body or the bodies of others. And it's going to be real difficult to show respect to a body that you are regularly criticizing. Instead of focusing on what you don't like about your body, try to speak kindly to yourself instead. Next, we gotta ditch that shedding for the wedding mentality. And this applies to all special occasions. While it is natural to want to look our best for these special occasions like weddings, class reunions, holiday parties, this does not need to involve shrinking your body. And remember that dieting or even planning to diet can get you wrapped up in that restrict binge cycle. So don't shop for your future body. Shop for what fits you right now. Or if the event is in the future, purchase that special outfit closer to the actual date of the event. And remember, if anyone at this party or this gathering is more focused on your body size than the other traits that you bring to the table, that says a lot more about them than it does you. My next tip is to do nice things for your body. You deserve to be pampered. With whatever resources you have, do nice things for your body, like schedule a massage, use a sauna or a hot tub, buy lotions that you enjoy the smell of, take baths with bath salts and bath oils, bonus points for dim lighting and a glass of your favorite beverage. This does not need to be extravagant or expensive, but just take the time to do those nice things for your body. And my last tip is to respect body diversity as a whole. No matter what diet culture says, humans come in all different shapes and sizes. There are many factors that influence one's weight and body size, and you cannot assume that someone in a larger body is just overindulging and under-exercising, just like you can't assume that someone in a smaller body is automatically healthy. Now, it is totally understandable if you just watched this entire video, you heard all my tips, and you still have that desire for weight loss. Even if you know that pursuing intentional weight loss has only burned you in the past. We are fed the narrative of weight loss constantly, and watching this video probably isn't going to be the only thing that gets you to change your tune. So there are a few things that you can continue to do to challenge this mindset. First of all, you gotta clean up your social media feed. Do that social media detox. Unfollow any accounts that are sending the message that thinner equals healthier. It also really helps to follow people of all different shapes and sizes. I know that when I was doing an inventory of my social media feed, I realized that I was only following people who were body goals. And it wasn't really until I started to follow all different types of people that I really started to grasp this concept. I also challenge you to continue to read and learn more about this topic. Get curious about weight science. And whenever you see a claim promoting weight loss, challenge it and just continue to challenge this belief that the smallest version of yourself is the best version, because it very well may not be. I know it wasn't for me. And lastly, take baby steps and keep in mind that you do not have to dive in head first. If you have been hating your body for your entire life, decades and decades, it's okay if it takes some time to unlearn this mindset. I believe in you. You've got this. Well, guys, this has has been the 8th principle of intuitive eating. We've got 2 more videos left in this series, and these next 2 might just be my favorite 2 of all 10, so I'm super excited. Make sure you like this video and leave a comment below if you enjoyed it, and while you're down there, make sure you subscribe so that you are in the know when we post part 9 of this series. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.
Bye.